Hi everyone, it's Brenda from Stamplicity here with another video tutorial. I'm going to show you a great technique using distress inks, and what I'm going to show you is a resist technique. So you can see on my sample here the florals that are on there. That's the technique I'm going to show you. What we're going to do is we're actually going to stamp and emboss an image on our card front. Actually, we're going to use a tag. We're going to emboss it. We're going to apply our distress inks, which are going to resist that embossing, and then we're going to remove that embossing so we have a nice flat surface. So let's see how that's done. So I have a tag here, and what I'm going to do is just take a stamp and stamp that using Versamark. Okay, so I have a butterfly here, so I'm going to ink that up with Versamark. We're going to stamp that just a few times on here. So we have the butterfly on there 3 times. Not sure if the camera can pick that up, but it's stamped on there 3 times. Now I'm going to coat this with clear embossing powder. And this clear embossing powder that I'm using is just from Wow. It's a super fine or ultra fine glitter. Ranger has a great one as well. I like the Wow one. That's the first one I grabbed. Alright, so we have that on there, and now I'm going to heat set that. So bear with me as I emboss this. The camera should be able to pick up now. You can probably see those butterflies a lot better. Alright, so now those butterflies are embossed on the tag. So now we are going to take our distress inks and we're going to start coloring our background. So I have 3 distress inks. I have Sealess Preserves, Mermaid Lagoon, and Mauve Lawn. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying this. And as you can see, that distress ink is actually resisting on that embossing. Alright, so it's not adhering to that embossing. But it's great because you can get into all those little details on the butterfly. So you're just going to continually build up your colors. And where the 2 colors meet, you can see I am overlapping. All right, and let's apply our 3rd color, the green. A little bit more up there. Just going to go back with my purple just to bring in the intensity of that color. Alright, so we can see that is completely coated now with the distress ink. All the little nooks and crannies of those butterflies are filled in with the distress ink. So now we want to remove that embossing. You can leave it on there and you can just buff it out with a paper towel, and that will take off whatever distress inks were on there. But the butterflies will remain glossy. I want to remove that gloss, so I just want it as a flat paper as we started off with. So what I'm going to do is just pick a piece of photocopy paper, copy paper, and I'm going to lay that over top of our tag. And now I'm going to take an iron. This is an iron we use for encaustic. I don't use it for my clothing. This is just for crafts. But if you have a travel size one, you can also get little craft irons that are on the market as well. Just make sure you just reserve it for your crafting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over top of this, and this is set at a high setting. And what's that going to do is it's going to melt the embossing, and the embossing powder is actually going to soak into this copy paper. So I'm going to peel that away, and you can see the butterfly designs that are on here. That's the actual embossing powder that we've remelted and it's soaked into the copy paper. So you may have to do it a few times to get it all off, depending on how thick the embossing was on there. I think I got most of it on the first try there. All right, and I'm gonna remove that, and that is now, the embossing is all gone. So we have this beautiful flat image now that is got these great butterfly designs on there, the same color as our original paper, with the blended background. All right, so that is Resist embossing with the Distress inks. Great background, and I'm going to finish this up and I'll post it on our Facebook page, the finished product. Hope you like this week's technique, and we will see you next week with another video tutorial with Distress inks. So see you then.